a lot of things are said that honestly, before this month, we would have said this guy is batshit crazy. After this month, we're like, hold up now. Let's play the footage.
Sisters in both Diddy and Rock.
Here we go. So remember that this is him.
Stormy's story is bad news because it's embarrassing.
Okay, I don't like this goofy music.
It's not that he's lying to the American people. He's embarrassed about Stormy's situation, okay?
So you don't have...
Family in the United States?
Yeah.
Just my dog, Bubbles. My
Just your dog?
Yeah. Diddy and Ross, which they good buddies, okay? They're gay.
Who?
Both. Diddy and Ross. And Khaled. They're all gay, okay?
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross,
Yeah.
and P. Diddy?
Yeah.
They all gay?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Alright.
Khaled is a Hamas supporter. Okay?
Who?
He said Khaled is I think he says Hamas, right? By the way, keep in mind, this is so prophetic because, I didn't even know what Hamas was before this year, right? But clearly we know what's going on, Hamas, Israel. We get what's going on in the Palestine region or the Palestinian region or the regional land that the Palestinians occupy. And, again, keep in mind, this was in 2018.
They're all gay, okay?
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross,
Yeah.
and P. Diddy?
Yeah.
They all gay?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Alright.
Khaled is a Hamas supporter. Okay?
Who supporter?
Hamas.
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 Yeah.
Sorry, I said it wrong.
No worries.
Hamas supporter, okay? I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate and tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard a lot.
What?
Hidden in plain sight.
Wait. Now, I know y'all just heard that. You heard this nigga say he had sex with who? Cassie. And said that Diddy would masturbate. Let's listen to this guy. Again, before, and I forgot the YouTuber who found it. I think I do remember it. It's like Tisa or something like that. But salute to her. I don't really know who she is, but salute to her. People were watching this video for years and saying this guy's just batshit crazy because nothing he's saying, and he's saying a lot, was ever really brought to light. One of the only things that seemingly checks out via Cassie filing a lawsuit and alleging the same things he's saying is this whole freak off shit. Keep in mind, this is 2018. He was interviewed by FDLE special agents, and he was interviewed then. Okay, let's keep it going. By the way, we're gonna get into it. I think those were like quick little highlights of what he's gonna say. Here we go.
It's it.
I think I see what you're saying.
Okay, how do I know this?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. How do you know this?
Do you know Sean Combs?
Puff Daddy?
Yeah.
P. Diddy, whatever you call himself these days. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he's part of what's called the Boule. The Boule is a branch of the Illuminati.
Okay.
It's the black people. Okay. I'm from Africa, so I'm not a racist. Okay, you're my brother, so I like black people.
Okay.
My mom, I was raised.
The Boule. You know the only person who I've heard talk about that is Hassan Campbell. So really, I would have watched this video saying this guy is batshit crazy. Because with all due respect, when I hear about Boule and all that shit, I'm like, come on, stop it, bro. Stop it. And I'm going to be honest with you, the only thing and the only reason we're watching this video is because 5 years before we find out what Cassie alleges Diddy did, he said the same thing, except people looked at him like, nigga, you're crazy.
By an African woman in my house, okay? She was just a servant, but she was she took care of me.
Right.
So I love black people,
okay?
I had settlement with Sean, okay? Against Donald Trump, okay? Because he used to belong to their side. You understand? He used to belong to that illuminated group that I told you about, which is an elite group, okay, of individuals which run the whole country.
All right.
Basically, what I did Did you tell him did you explain to him about the message? Or
No, please, elaborate.
On Thursday, turning to Friday, basically, I went to Donald Trump. I went through the gates. I took I jumped the fence and I took the American flag and I put it in the front desk and I blew the chandelier. Basically, what I did that for is to transmit a statement to the American people and to Donald Trump that we're not accepting any more corruption and abuse from their system of friends. Okay? Donald's still blind because he thinks that he let Hillary off the hook and she's okay. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm trying, okay. Keep going.
It ain't like that. The CIA.
Now, let's be clear. If we're watching this, we would think this guy is a conspiracy theorist, right? He's talking about like the highest of things, like Donald Trump, Hillary. You know, you gotta remember at that time, these are very relevant topics, but that has to do with politics. And he's also talking about the Illuminati. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. A nigga come to me talking about Donald Trump, secret societies, and Illuminati. I don't care if it's 2018 or 2023. I'm gonna call you batshit crazy, okay?
And then they want to do the same thing that he did to JFK, okay?
All right.
Why? Because they want the United States to fall. They've already been creating a state of chaos and confusion in the United States, and they want the United States to fall. Donald was against their agenda and won the presidency, okay? He did get help from Russia. He did get help from the Saudis. He also got help from a lot of Republicans in here, which is the electoral college vote. And he got a lot of support from Republican people, okay? The elections, they weren't fair, but he wanted the electoral college vote.
Right.
Which is the Republican vote, basically. He got him through, okay? He didn't get the popular vote, okay?
Right. I hear you.
So basically, the interior, he made it. He's president-elect by the electoral college. So he made it. The situation is that he still hasn't kicked out the corruption from the system. He's letting them stay due to money, basically, because they all like making money. That's why they're all billionaires, etc. So there's only there's select few that run the country, okay? So I know you may or may not. I know you're gonna believe me. You have what's called the Illuminati.
Illuminati.
Okay. Yeah, Illuminati. Okay. They've made it in dance. Basically, what it means, illuminated.
I got you.
Okay. They do satanic ritual abuse, which is basically CIA mind programming techniques to their own family, kids, etc. They're in the group, and they bond that way. Okay. So they do sexual pedophilia. They do animal abuse, killing of animals, blood sacrifices, and everything in the Bohemian Grove. Okay,
right.
The Bohemian Grove, the Bushes go there. George Senior.
Now he's starting to get into things where, like, I've heard this sounds like Alex Jones, right?
George, both of them are in the.
Now, bear with me a second because it's gonna take a minute or two. He's gonna get to the Diddy stuff, right? All this stuff might mean nothing to you, or it might mean a lot to you. But for me, I'm looking at him like, yo, this nigga's just chatting, right? He's just chatting, but he's gonna get to the Diddy stuff.
Same agenda. They cousins with the Clintons. Okay, so is Donald Trump. He's also a distant cousin. So if you see, there's a direct correlation of the presence of the United States being bonded between family ties. Okay,
Gotcha.
All these family ties wound up go back to the same place, the royal family in England. Okay, the family here of the Illuminati are descendants of the royal British family. Okay, they have children between themselves. Why? Because they have that issue. You understand? They want like superiority of the race. They see it that way. But it really it backfires on them because it makes them simple-minded. You understand? When you have sex with someone in your family, your kids are not gonna come out smart. You understand? They're gonna come out dumb. Alright? So Donald turned his back, but he's still trying to negotiate a peaceful way out, and they have an agenda to kill him. Okay? Example. If you look at the Illuminati card games, example, okay?
It's gonna come in the next minute chat. I know he's talking a lot about Donald Trump, but
You look at the game, Illuminati card game.
I'm not familiar with it, so help me understand.
It's a card game
It's a card game.
that
okay?
tells you exactly what their agenda is.
Gotcha.
It's called mental pre-program. That means that you predispose already. Once you play this, your mind's already predisposed at this happening, and you accepting it. Okay, so they have a picture of Donald dead in that game.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm not crazy. They have the picture of Donald dead, but they also had the Twin Towers. They had everything on there.
Gotcha.
Okay, from A to Z. So it's kind of like a hidden agenda, which they try to make it open to our eyes, but we really don't see it. We're so busy working.
It's kind of like hidden in plain sight.
It's hidden.
I think I see what you're saying.
Okay, how do I know this?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. How do you know this?
Do you know Sean Combs?
Puff Daddy,
Yeah,
P. Diddy, whatever you call himself
Yeah.
these days. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, he's part of what.
okay. So now this is a really interesting thing. So let me recap. He's talking a lot about the president, and we're talking about like at that time. Well, it was a former president at that time, right? No, actually, no, it was the current president at the time. It was Donald Trump. He's talking about the president, right? He's connecting a whole bunch of stuff, saying that there's secret societies at play. There's all these type of things happening. There's a lot of things happening beyond what people know. I would say it's bullshit, but shit, he goes on to that. Now they ask him, nigga, how the fuck you know this? And this is where he brings in Diddy. Essentially, what you're going to hear him say is he was a sex slave. Basically, he was the guy fucking Cassie in the room, but he would hear Diddy, who was in the room masturbating, also have conversations with other people. And of course, he's a fly on the wall, but those conversations would make sense. I think he also signed an NDA, and then he realized a lot of the shit was covered up by the same lawyers, and you're going to hear him kind of detail that. Here's the thing.
It's called the Boule. The Boule is a brand.
Let me go back to it one more time.
Like a hidden agenda, which they try to make it open to our eyes, but we really don't see it. We're so busy working.
It's kind of like hidden in plain sight.
It's hidden.
I think I see what you're saying.
Okay, how do I know this?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. How do you know this?
Do you know Sean Combs?
Puff Daddy,
Yeah,
P. Diddy, whatever you call himself
Yeah.
these days. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, he's part of what's called the Boule. The Boule is a branch of the Illuminati.
Okay.
It's the black people. Okay, I'm from Africa, so I'm not a racist.
Okay.
Okay, you're my brother, so I like black people.
Okay.
My mom, I was raised by an African woman in my house. Okay. She was just a servant, but she was she took care of me.
Right.
So I love black people.
Okay.
I had settlement with Sean. Okay, and he belonged.
Jody said, I had a settlement with Sean. That's Diddy.
Black people. Okay, I'm from Africa, so I'm not a racist. Okay, you're my brother, so I like black people.
Okay.
My mom, I was raised by an African woman in my house. Okay. She was just a servant, but she was she took care of me.
Right.
So I love black people.
Okay.
I had settlement with Sean. Okay, and he belongs to that agenda. That's why he's so famous. They land all the contracts. It's his attorneys, which are Mark Garagos and Ben Mercedes. Ben Mercedes worked for Bad Boy Entertainment for 4 years and worked for Hillary Rodman for 5. Okay? When I take Sean the threat of death on me, okay? I don't have it, but I can make it available under secrecy. That means that I wouldn't be liable because I don't want to be getting framed for anything. Okay. I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate and tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters.
Whoa. I see the comments about 6ix9ine. We're gonna get to it. I see the comments about 6ix9ine. I see the comments about Cardi. We're gonna get to it. Calm down, relax. You're here with the king, bruh. You're with King Ak. Come on, bruh. Relax. Remember, this is 5 years ago. 5 fucking years ago.
I had settlement with Sean, okay? And he belongs to that agenda. That's why he's so famous. They land all the contracts. It's his attorneys, which are Mark Garagos and Ben Mercedes. Ben Mercedes worked for Bad Boy Entertainment for 4 years and worked for Hillary Rodman for 5, okay? When I take Sean the threat of death on me, okay? I don't have it, but I can make it available under secrecy. That means that I wouldn't be liable because I don't want to be.
Let's go back again. I'm sorry, Chad. I know I'm like really dragging it. I'm dragging it here, but I want you to understand because when he said this at this time, it was bullshit. Now it's makes a little bit more sense.
Hidden in plain sight.
A woman in my house, okay? She was just a servant, but she was she, took care of me.
Right.
So I love black people,
Okay.
I had settlement with Sean, okay? And he belongs to that agenda. That's why he's so famous. They land all the contracts. It's his attorneys, which are Mark Garagos and Ben Mercedes. Ben Mercedes worked for Bad Boy Entertainment for 4 years and worked for Hillary Rodman for...
Now, okay. Keep in mind why this information was being divulged. He basically said, I'm translating. I think y'all get it. I know y'all smart. He said, because he's talking all this shit about Donald Trump, all this shit about secret societies. They said, nigga, how do you know this shit? He said, well, I know it because of Sean Combs. They said, how you know because of Sean Combs? They said, well, I used to be a sex slave for Sean Combs and Cassie. I was the guy fucking Cassie. Diddy used to tell me what to do. He's jerking off in the corner. By the way, matches exactly what Cassie been saying. That's odd. This is 5 years before we knew it. That's odd. Now he's connecting the dots. He said, basically, he contracted the herpes virus. And then he got a settlement from Diddy. Now, I'm not sure if he contracted herpes from fucking Cassie or I don't think he really says that maybe he had any type of, intercourse with Diddy or anything like that. But I don't know if the herpes allegedly came from him dealing with the freak-offs because he's clearly describing the freak-offs, right? Y'all ready? Like, he's describing the freak-offs, right? So he's basically saying he gets some herpes. I guess he's like probably upset. Diddy gives him a payday. Yo, bro, take this money, take that, leave. Probably comes with a confidentiality agreement. Once we start talking about confidentiality agreement, what comes into play? Lawyers. Who would be privy to maybe some of these things normally if Diddy was having these private freak-offs where, who knows, if STDs, abuse, and maybe other allegations was prevalent then came around, you needed a trusted in-house lawyer to deal with those people to keep him quiet for eternity. So now he's saying, yeah, basically I found this information from the freak-off when I got my settlement. I met Diddy's lawyers. Diddy's lawyers is the lawyers that's connected to a lot of this other shit, not only the music industry, but in politics. And that's how I figured this shit out. By the way, if we're thinking about connection, that makes sense. He's gonna name a couple people. I'm gonna Google them, and I'm sorry. Hey, if you, this is the name of the video. You can watch it by yourself. This is the name of the, shut the fuck up. Just play the video. I'm here to break it down, nigga. We gonna break this shit down, nigga. Nigga, we might find, when I'm done breaking this shit down, we might find a video of a freak off, nigga. Like, that's how we giving it up. Okay. Now, he's gonna name 2 lawyers, or at least 1 lawyer. We're gonna Google all these motherfuckers. We're gonna figure this shit out, all right?
The Boule is a branch of the Illuminati.
Okay.
It's the black people. Okay. I'm from Africa, so I'm not a racist. Okay. You my brother, so I like black people.
Okay.
My mom, I was raised by an African woman in my house. Okay. She was just a servant, but she was she took care of me.
Right.
So I love black people.
Okay.
I had settlement with Sean. Okay. And he belongs to that agenda. That's why he's so famous. They land all the contracts. It's his attorneys, which are Mark Garagos and...
Let's stop right there. This is his attorneys. Mark Garagos. This guy here. It's a famous criminal defense attorney. Let's just get into his shit real quick, right? Let's see what's going on with him. Okay, he was born here, went to here. Okay, cool. Here's his career. He was whatever. Obviously, the guy who founded a law firm named after himself. Let's see where we could find the connection to him and Diddy and maybe the politicians, right? Notable clients. Here we go. Okay, Susan McDougal. Okay, all right. Ooh, here we go. Now, here's the thing about like lawyers. See, lawyers kind of play an adjacent role to where politics is at, especially like, for example, you know why Kodak's lawyer is so powerful? Think about this. Think about this with me. Just reason. You know Kodak's lawyer, the one he calls daddy, Law Ronan, Bradford Cohen. He's the one who got Kodak pardoned, but he's the same lawyer who also got Lil Wayne pardoned. Basically, all I'm trying to say is that, and give me a second here. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that, I'm sorry, I'm posting the 6ix9ine clip on my Instagram. Thanks to my social media people who sent shit to me. Right? So basically, what I'm saying, even with Bradford Cohen, it requires a lot for a lawyer to get the ear of politicians, where you could get people pardoned. You have to kind of start rubbing shoulders and doing a lot to get there, right? So this Garagos dude, right? He requested a presidential pardon for McDougal. Blah, blah, blah. Fuck all that. I mean, this is 2001. Let's just keep going. We just want to hear about the names he's representing. He's representing notable clients. Gary Condit, NASCAR driver Jeremy Mayfield, Scott Peterson. That's an interesting name. Okay. Roger Clinton Jr. Okay. That's an interesting name. I think, let's look. He's an actor and musician. He is primarily known for being the younger half-brother of the former U.S. President, Bill Clinton. That's interesting. Kesha sued Dr. Luke. Okay. Claire. Okay, we don't know who that is. Let's keep going down, though. Greg Anderson. This is during the whole thing. He was a trainer for Barry Bonds. Victor Willis. He also represented Chris Brown. Chris Brown was... when he was accused of assaulting his then girlfriend, Rihanna, he represented him. And if you remember this face, that's where I saw him at. He was the guy making sure that Chris Brown was good. Okay. Do we see anything about Diddy? I don't know if we have seen anything about Diddy. Sean. That's kind of interesting. I'm searching Diddy's names or his pseudonyms. I can't see anything about it. But who knows? Maybe he did, maybe his firm, Garagos and Garagos, maybe had a civil end or, maybe an entertainment end that probably protected the likes and interests of, like, say, Bad Boy. And that would obviously be Puffy. Regardless, let's get back to it. So let's keep this name into consideration, Mark Garagos. We already see he's represented some people that are very close to politicians. And by the way, here it goes. In the early stages of Michael Jackson's molestation case, he handled this case and Scott Peterson's case, which are 2 huge cases in American, just criminal case history, period. Okay, let's go back to it. So he throws out Mark Garagos and who else?
Ben Mercedes.
Okay, now that's the name that's going to be interesting. Here we go.
Okay? And he belongs to that agenda. That's why he's
Here
so
we go.
famous. They land all the contracts. It's his attorneys, which are Mark Garagos and Ben Mercedes.
Now let's find that name. Ben Mercedes. I don't know how to spell the name. Ben. Fuck. Mercedes. Trying to find the link. I can't find it. Ben Mercedes. Oh no. Let me see if I can find it over here. Ben? How do you spell that name, chat? Cause will you help me out? I need to Google that person. If anybody can spell that name for me, how's it spelled? Okay, I just seen. Ben Mestasis? No, that's not it. Huh. No. Ben Mersales. Let me see that. Mersales. I think this is a guy. Is he? I think this is a guy right here. So his name is this, chat. Ben Mercedes. I'm going to get to Cardi, don't you worry. Ben Mercedes. Okay, so he's been a lawyer. Okay. If you already look, his Twitter's tweeting about a lot of Trump stuff. Okay. He has a wiki, or kind of a wiki. Can't really see anything. Oh, we do see Diddy. Here we go. His unusual high school and college internships, which included time spent at a Sean Diddy Combs Bad Boy Records and several years in Washington, D.C. So here's the link. Diddy, politics. Washington, D.C. is politics. Look, offices of then Senator Hillary Clinton and Diddy. That's interesting. That's kind of odd. So this guy who we think is batshit crazy, he's dropping names that people do know. And by the way, we're knowing now because of a Google search. But Ben Mercedes. Okay, let's see if we can find a closer link to him and Diddy, right? Sean Combs. My bad. Ken Mercedes. The marvelous Mr. Mercedes meet the attorney who closes deals for Lady Gaga, Sean Combs, in The Weeknd. Huh. Is it Ken Mercedes or Ben Mercedes? Oh, it's Ken Mercedes. Oh, his son's name is Ben. Ah, so we have, I don't know if you've seen this. So we have Ken Mercedes. We have Ken Mercedes and his son, Ben Mercedes. Interesting. Let's Google his father. Ken Mercedes. Ironically, first picture that pops up. Interesting. Inter-fucking-resting. Okay. So this is a lawyer that is working for these niggas. It's working for Diddy. There's another picture here. Cool. So Ken or Ben? Ben is Ken's kid. Okay, let's go back. So now we've heard two lawyers that have clear links to politics, clear links to maybe something that could be, you know, deeper than just music, but they also have links to Diddy. So maybe this guy ain't just bullshit, right? Let's go back again.
Right.
So I love black people.
Okay.
I had settlement with Sean, okay? And he belongs to that agenda.